Hello, world. This is Evan Yearwood. Welcome to the Evan Yearwood Experience podcast. Boom, live and ready for action. So, I'm super duper excited because tomorrow, around this time, I will be taking off, taking flight, and heading out to Greece. This is something that has been a spontaneous decision. I know a lot of people have been asking me, "Oh, yo, why are you going to Greece?" And why not go to Greece? You're talking about the place where we've gotten a majority of the ideas that our culture is founded on. You serious? I'm going to be in Athens, which is one of the oldest cities in the entire world. So I'm really excited about this. This should be super dope. I'm going to be making content about this trip. During this trip, I'm going to be trying to record as much as possible. And the thing is, too, is I'm going to be solo. This is going to be a solo trip. I'm going to be there for 10 days. I got a beautiful Airbnb. So yes, I will be recording, but I also want to enjoy myself while I'm there too. Like they got the I'm probably not going to say it right there. Acropolis. They got the Temple of Zeus, the Olympian, all different type of Roman historical things, right? If I'm making any mistakes about the names of these places, don't be offended because I'm totally ignorant, but I will come back knowing exactly what I'm talking about. But yeah, I'm going out to Greece. It's going to be fun. I'm going to make content. And I want to bring this great news of what I'm doing to you because I bought the flight. It was $600. But my Airbnb is only $40 a night. What? $40 a night. See, the reason why I want to tell you this is because a lot of these places are very accessible. A lot of these places is just boom, a couple hours and you're there. Maybe you're not trying to fly to Europe or Australia or Asia, but you can go to South America and you can get a flight that's, just a few $100s. And you're there, boom, in 3 hours. You're there, boom, in 4 hours. So, in my opinion, 2022 is absolutely my year. I am claiming it. This year is going to be an absolute adventure. That's what I'm looking for in this year. Adventure. I've spent so many years developing my mind, spending my money to travel, to go to conventions or seminars or pay for coaching from all different types of fields, whether it's fitness, business, mind. I've spent all this money, thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars on my mind. But yo, let's do something fun, man. Let's do something outrageous. One of the things that has really caught my attention talking with Mr. Robinson, former Mr. Olympia, him being 75 years old really puts things in perspective. When you talk to him, it's almost like he's starting his life right now. But when you compare where he is in his life compared to where I am in my life, he's 50 years older than me. I'm 26. He's 75. Okay, 49 years. He's 5 decades older than me. 25 years ago, he would have been 50. That's still as old as 75 feels in my mind. I can't even fathom 25 years. I can't. I've only really been an adult for 8 years. And then all the other years of my adolescence is, it's a blur and memories and fun and pain and all the stuff that comes with your adolescence is like a blur. So I'm just thinking, man, like, I'm so stressed for what? I'm so adamant to get so many things in order right now. For what? Not to say that isn't important. Not to say that I don't want anything like my goals accomplished, but it's more of the sense of I don't need to be so anxious about winning and getting everything I need right now. I got so much time. I got so much time ahead of me. Now, while I'm saying this, I have a conflicting thought also, because I do understand the aspect of being great and having an obsession. There's no room for leisure. But you know what? That's not the type of time I'm on in 2022. That's not the type of energy I'm on in 2022. The type of energy I'm on in 2022 is doing good for me. Putting me on. Splurging on me. Taking me around the world. Because I feel like, man, I've really put in so much energy into building myself, which I've seen the fruits of, which is clear and obvious and evident. But yo, let's take the foot off of the gas in that direction and put it in a different direction, which is experience. Right? Maybe this literally is the same thing of my personal development journey, but just experiencing it through other countries, because I have many other countries that I want to go to this year, like Canada, like Turkey, like Germany, like Sweden, like this place called Kyrgyzstan, Japan. I probably won't go to all these places this year, but man, passport gang on deck. I want to know who has the same energy as me, right? Whoever you are, whoever the people that's been tuning into this podcast, who has the same energy. Listen, it blows my mind that there's people here in New York City that have never left New York City, right? And in fact, there's something I can't even believe. My mom told me that she knows people that have never even left the borough that they grew up in. That to me seems impossible, and maybe that's because I just drive Uber. I can be in all 5 boroughs in the same day, and it's so simple, but it's a mindset. And my mindset has grown from my city, my state, my country, to now, the world needs to be my oyster. The world needs to open up for the Evan Yearwood experience. So I feel like I'm kind of rambling without any general direction. The big point I was just trying to make was sharing how much Greece was, is that it is very accessible to get out there. Maybe you don't have to go for 10 days, but I truly believe having an experience of other cultures, because one of the things too is there's a big misconception about how racist other countries are. But that's far from the truth. Like I have a cousin who was in Germany for 4 years, and I asked him, how is he treated out there? Like, I've heard you get treated real well. And he says, everything that you could possibly imagine is 1,000% true. You get treated very well in Germany. And this is not uncommon. This is very common in a lot of European countries and a lot of, obviously African countries, Asian countries, where it's like what you hear people experience is contrary to what you hear people say happens in those other countries. So it's like, why not get out there? Why not go and explore? If you don't do this now, when will you ever do it? Right? Like my pop, and if you guys don't know who he is, he's my stepdad. He's Italian. He's been trying to go to Italy for years. Maybe for a decade. Still hasn't gone. I've made it my personal mission to get him to Italy over the next 12 months. Because I finally saw some pictures of what Italy actually looks like, and it's gorgeous. It's beautiful. So I'm like, yo, he needs to go. But the point is that if you continue to push off on these extravagant experiences, right? Experience enriches the soul. You never know what you're going to be missing. And when I talk next week, I'm going to be recording live from while I'm in Greece. It would have already been maybe 4 or 5 days that I've been in there. I will let you know about what Greece is about, what the people are about. I hear they're very friendly to Americans. I also heard it's a little bit different in the winter time. Right now it's winter, and it's way better during the summer. But I'm going there with a very positive outlook. I'm going there with high expectation. I'm going there to also not just experience the culture, but really just take this solo trip as some serious alone time. Wow, it just dawned on me just now in this moment that I'll be the farthest away from everybody I know for the first time in my life, which is kind of cool. Kind of cool to think about that. I'll be the farthest away from anybody I've ever known for the first time ever. Whoa. So yeah, I'm going to take this time to also meditate and be with myself, right? Stay with myself, understand myself. I don't know how much you guys are into spirituality. I'm very when I talk about thoughts and consciousness and how you think becomes your reality. That's a big part of me understanding spirituality. So this is a way to bring myself out of my environment into a foreign environment and just audit myself, see how I interact with foreigners, people that speak a different language, are in a different type of mentality, bring up my mentality against their mentality. I'm super excited about this trip, and I'm super excited to share the details with you guys. You definitely need to go to follow my Instagram, Evan from NYC. That's Evan from NYC. I'm going to be posting majority of the pictures on there. And yeah, if you guys are going anywhere this year, definitely leave a comment if you're listening to the YouTube video, or message me directly. I really want to know. Another goal of mine with this podcast is great. I'm getting these episodes out, but I want to get some more engagement. I really want to know who's listening, who's tuning in, right? I was talking to my friend the other day, and I get like maybe 40 to 200 views, right? Most videos get like 50, 60 views or whatever, 40 to whatever, that range. And then some of them, they get like 200. Like I think the one with me and Oscar got over 300 so far. I think it's about to get 300. But I want to know. Yeah, I was just talking to my friend, like, yo, who's listening to this stuff? Like, who's listening to me talk about these random topics? So I'm really interested to know who you guys are. I'm going to keep the content flowing. I want to apologize for this episode being late. To be honest, I had no idea yesterday was Monday, and my cousin was asking me, hey, so what's the episode going to be about today? And I totally forgot. I totally forgot it was Monday, which was very interesting. So, boom, I just finished packed. I did all of my vaccination. I got all my documents. You gotta register where you're going when you get to Greece with like their embassy, and you also have to register what are you doing when I get to Switzerland, because I have to fly to Switzerland first and then fly to Athens. So I have to kind of register with those countries so they know where I'm going and all that stuff. So I just got finished with all of that. And after this podcast, I'm just taking it easy. I'm going to be catching the flight tomorrow. Tomorrow's Wednesday. And then, boom, deuces. Bye, America. So, yes. So, today was just an update about what's going on with my life. I love sharing this type of stuff. I want to encourage other people to travel. If you are traveling, I'd love to see some pictures. I'd love to see what you're doing, right? Travel, I talked about this in the other episode. Travel is the cure for prejudice. There's something about seeing the world, seeing other people, being in contact with other cultures that just reshapes somebody's mind. And I want to personally experience that. And I feel like I'm already very well rounded. It's probably because I'm from New York and I have friends from very diverse background, learning bachata and merengue from my Mexican friends, eating all different types of Middle Eastern food from my best friend who's from Pakistan, dancing with Nigerians, Obviously, I have many, many, many white people that are close friends of mine. Living in New York is extremely diverse. But I want to go to where all the people that are around me are from, if that makes sense. All the people that are around me are from. Yeah, that didn't make sense, but I think you know what I'm talking about. All right, so that's the end of this podcast. Definitely leave a comment. Let me know what you guys been thinking. Let me know what's your favorite episode so far. This is my 12th episode. That means I've been doing this for 3 months. How is that possible? It just feels like yesterday I started, and this is the first day that I'm late on an episode, but it's all good. Consistency. That's what we're going for, and we're getting bigger and better. Onward and upward. You know what it is. And until next time, peace.